Hey, what's up, internet? Here we have 3 vacuums and a gorgeous dog. And having a dog, you know, we get a lot of fur. We have a Persian carpet here, we got some hardwood, and then we have some tile. So this house has many different surfaces. And this is the main primary vacuum we were using before, Bizel or Bezel or whatever you want to call it. And this vacuum does not suck. I know that's really complicated. So it actually is not that great of a vacuum. It was just really cheap. We got it around like $60 a couple years ago. And the main issue I have with it is, especially on the hardwood, when you're vacuuming up, sometimes if I was to go over some dirt, it would shoot it back out the back. So like as you're vacuuming, as I'm like going like this, if you go over like a lot of dirt at once, it doesn't suck it all up, it actually shoots it out the back. And so you gotta go like back over stuff, and then certain big ones, like big pieces of dirt and stuff, just get kicked around. So I've cleaned it out and everything, and you know, I've cleaned the filter, so it has lasted us, it just doesn't do that amazing job. And then you see, I've already done a review on this one as well. This is the Power Edge Pet. They make a wireless one now, this one's with the wire. The biggest con to this is that the cord is not very long, and it's not good for big jobs. It's good for if you have a small apartment or something like that, because it's really nimble and you can like maneuver it really well. It's got that V, so you can get into like nooks and crannies and stuff. It is really good at picking up pet food and dander and dust, and it's really easy to pull out the filter. But as of a couple days ago, we just picked up this Shark, and it's the Navigator series Shark. And as you can see, this area here is only about a foot, maybe even less. Let's get a tape measure here. That underneath the vacuum, you only have about 9.5, maybe 9.25 inches of actual surface area that's sucking out. And I know you might think like, man, that's not very good, especially if you have a huge room. And this thing is just so easy to maneuver though. Like I feel like doing an extra swipe with this is so effortless. It kind of almost glides itself. And then the sucking ability of this one is amazing. This is maybe because it's new, but I've read the reviews and people say it stays amazing. The cons were that this does attract hair and stuff, and you do need to like pull it out every once in a while, you know, to pull like the hair out, like as you see here, especially if you have long hairs, that it could be kind of a drag to clean this out each time. But they said other than that, you don't get many clogs, and the sucking power is always amazing on it. And I have to say, from the little bit of use I've had with this one, I have to say it sucks, literally. It really does suck really well, so it's good. Now this one, I want to show you that, you know, the area that sucks is much larger than the area on that one. But this also, as you see, can collect hairs and things like that on the bottom of it. Now, as far as the actual measurements though, as you can see, you get a much longer surface area, 14 inches. So if you got a really big rug or something like that, it definitely covers a lot more area. But then comes the original thing of, well, if it covers more area, but it just doesn't do that good of a job, is that really good? Probably not. So, as much as we're gonna get rid of this one now that we have the Shark, I mean, it was fine and it lasted long for a really cheap vacuum, but besides being really cheap, it was very mediocre. It wasn't bad, don't get me wrong. It held its life, and for the price, it was great. Still running fine. That's pretty impressive in itself. But the Shark is the clear winner here. It's worth the money. This was just on sale. I got it for $140 out the door on Amazon, brand new. It comes with all of these attachments as well. I'm gonna go ahead and make a separate video just on this one because it is so good. And I want to make sure I spend a little time on everything about it. So if you like this video between the 3, I would go, if I was really on a budget, that's fine. If you have a small place, just get this. If you want an all-around good vacuum, get this. It's good for not only rugs, but hardwood floors and tile. It really is becoming a really nice vacuum. And we were considering Dyson, but for the price, I heard Shark, you really can't beat the value. And I'm starting to believe that. All right, YouTube, let's do a noise test, and let's also do a pickup test. So for the noise test, let's just really quickly turn them all on. We have 1, by far the loudest. 2, second loudest over here on the far left. And then 3. Now this one doesn't have a brush. The pet edge does not have a brush. Now when you're using the brush on the shark, a little louder. But when you're using the brush on this one, you can hear the wheels as well. I would say the brush are similar decibels. It's really the vacuum part that's creating the most noise on these two models here. So now to actually pick up some dander, I know this is probably not what most people want to do, but let's just go ahead and put a little bit more dog here with this guy. So not bad, right? It picked it up. It wasn't really on here very well anyways, but it picked it up no problem. Now let's try this one as well. So voila, not a single hair left. So really good job. Lift away is correct. Does a great job. I'm very impressed with this one. I feel like I'm almost biased to it because it's new, so do keep that in mind. It's brand new for me, so I'm like, the old one sucks, new one's way better. But it's really cool, so this one's working really well. So let's do a hardwood floor test. Here we go with the old vacuum first. We're gonna lower it to floor. So you see how it shoots a little back. So it did an okay job. All right, test number 2 with the Power Edge Pet. So this one does a fairly good job. It does a better job with the middle part than it does the edges. Even though it says it has the edge suction, it's not as good as advertised. But suck that big clump right up. Even the transition between the carpet and the hardwood is very easy. It almost pushes itself. So there you go for the dirt test. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.